Hi, welcome to the Pink Moon Tarot. I'm Nikki, the Pink Moon Tarotist, and I am here to give a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Gemini. Now, as I say, these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, so please do feel free to pick up anything that does and leave the rest behind. And if you know your Moon, your Rising, or your Venus, you can always check those out. They'll all be linked in the description box below. But without further ado, let's get into this. And if you want to contact me for a private reading or to work with me on a deeper level, you can contact me via my website. And that is also linked in the description box below. And while I'm preparing your cards, if I could please ask you to remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, as your support is very, very much appreciated. Okay, let's take a look. Gemini, December 2021. Okay, good. Gemini, December. Your cards just want to come out immediately. 2021. Nice. Nice. Okay. Gemini. Oof. Okay, we have 2 9s. A lot of earth and water energy here. Okay. Wow. Gemini, December 2021. Thank you. And your overall energy for the month of December. Nope, that one didn't want to come out. Well, no, that's too many. Gemini's overall energy. Thank you. Okay, they want you to have 2. Okay. Okay. So your overall energy is the 6 of fire and the 4 of air. Now, this is an interesting combination of overall energy, I have to say, because the 6 of fire is that card of celebration, that card of lifting yourself up, being in a state of joy, being celebratory, you know. And yes, this is the month of December, so it's the holidays and people are getting together and celebrating, so it could be to do with that. But it's much deeper than that, you know. It is the card of stepping into the spotlight and owning your power, my lovely Geminis. But there's also the 4 of air here, and the 4 of air, or the 4 of swords as it would be in other decks, is that card of remember to take breaks. So I get the sense, my lovely Geminis, that this is my guide's way of telling you, don't party so much that you wear yourself out. Okay, so you have this reminder here to rest, to recuperate, to relax, to take it easy, to take that breather that you need every now and then. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. If you need to step back from the hustle and bustle that's going on around you, take that step back. Take that time for yourself. Don't burn yourself out going towards the end of the year. Okay, so be very, very aware of your energy levels coming into the end of that year. But know that this is a time for you to really step into the spotlight and own your power and be happy and celebrate you in all that you do and all that you can achieve. Okay? And the cards are reflecting this kind of energy as well, so it's really nice. We're starting off with the Two of Earth, or the Two of Pentacles as it would be in other decks. I love Colette Baron Reid's Good Tarot. That's the deck that I'm using, by the way. It's Colette Baron Reid's The Good Tarot. You only read these in the upright, and I thought it would be a nice way to give an uplifting reading towards the end of the year so that we can leave 2021 on a high going. And I've got ringing in my ears now, so yes, I'll get on with it. So that's the energy here. So so it's a good and positive energy. Now the Two of Earth, or the Two of Pentacles, it's that earth energy. So the reminding to stay grounded. Again, it's that balance between resting and going for it. You know, remembering to take those breaks, because it's a bit of a juggle at the moment. At the beginning of the month, you might feel that slight imbalance in your life, and twos are also about choices. So it's about choosing to protect your energy, choosing to step into the spotlight when it suits you, choosing what you want to do. And I've got a hair dangling. And really, you know, keeping yourself grounded and keeping yourself very positive. Sorry, my microphone's slipping down. There we go. And this is reflected even more by the next card along, which is the Eight of Water, or the Eight of Cups. It's that water energy. Water energy is to do with feelings and emotions, those things that affect us on a deeper level. And the Eight of Cups, eights are about movement, and the Eight of Cups is no different, but this one is moving away from what no longer serves you. So if something is making you feel imbalanced right now, then you're being encouraged to leave that behind, you know, to let that go, leave that behind, and move forwards towards what you do want and what you do like and what you do enjoy and what is going to put you in the spotlight and make you feel that happy celebratory energy once again. Okay, next to that we have the Hanged Man. Now the Hanged Man, he puts himself into suspension so that he can look at things from a different perspective. So you may not see the obvious here. That's what I'm getting from this. That Eight of Water, that walking away, leaving something behind that doesn't serve you, it may not be an obvious thing, but there is something that is causing that imbalance in your life and maybe causing a little bit of stress, that danger towards burnout that you don't want to have at the end of the year. You want to let that go. So try to look at things from a different angle, from a different perspective. Look at things in a different way and see what is it that you can release and let go of in order to move towards the end of the year with a more positive energy and more hope and more joy. Okay. We then have, underneath the Two of Earth, we have the Three of Water, or the Three of Cups. Now, I love this Three of Water, and I noticed this the other day when I was doing a reading. In her cups, she has a pearl in each of the three cups. And it's like, you know that saying, the pearls of wisdom. And that's what I get from this, you know. It is connecting with your soul tribe, which may be your spirit guides, your guardian angel. It may be physical people. But connecting with that soul tribe to gain those pearls of wisdom that are going to help you to regain that balance, to stop feeling like you're juggling. So again, you're being encouraged to look at things from a different way, in a different way, and look at things in a more holistic way. So if you've got a soul tribe around you, listen to them. Okay, ask for help. There's no shame in asking for help. Communicate. It's all about communication, about support, about being lifted up by other people so that you can, or by your divine team, so that you can step into that spotlight and celebrate you. And I love that in the center of the reading, and the center card for me is the card that has its fingers on all the other cards, so it affects all the other cards. You know, you have your overall energy, but then you have this one in the center that sort of says, right, well, I'm feeding a bit of this energy into every area of the reading. And the Nine of Water, or the Nine of Cups, is that card of getting your abundance coming in. You know, it's the universe wanting to give you what you deserve, what you desire. And it is getting those rewards. So it's right there in the center of the reading, this Nine of Water, this beautiful energy. You can see here, she's got a big diamond down there and she's looking so grateful and so happy because it's what she wanted, you know? So know that you have right in the center there, you have your heart's desire being given to you. You have what you want being given to you. So don't be blind to it, okay? We then, underneath that Hanged Man, we have the Seven of Fire. And this is quite an appropriate one to have. Now, the Seven of Fire, the Seven of Wands, it's the reminder to get grounded, doing meditations, which will help you with looking at things from a different angle. And, you know, when I work with my clients, I give them lots of different techniques of connecting with themselves, grounding themselves, connecting with the earth, and really being in touch with their higher self and their inner desires, really understanding themselves. And the Seven of Earth, you know, it's also a reminder that you have this creative energy within you. And you have this this ability. You've been growing something, you've been developing something, but there's also that time when when you plant a plant, for example. You plant the seeds, you water the seeds, you put them in fertile soil, you put them out in the sun, you cover them from the frost, you do all of those things. But there is a point at which you have to step back and just wait. And that's what the Seven of Earth is there to remind you. So yes, ground yourself, get in touch with your purpose, allow that creative energy to come through the earth, but also remember that there are periods where you just have to take a step back and allow things to develop. And that's very akin to that Four of Air energy of taking breaks, of resting, of relaxing, okay? So again, beautiful energy to have there. And I love the way this is going, I really do. We then have the Nine of Fire. And this beautiful card, you know, the Nine of Fire is about having that internal strength, that inner strength to see things through. It doesn't mean that you have to push. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to fight, that you have to struggle. But sometimes we need to set boundaries to protect our energy. And again, we're going back to this, the Four of Air, taking breaks, the Seven of Earth, having that period of rest and reflection, and the Hanged Man as well, looking at things from a different perspective. But it is that energy of, you know, setting those boundaries, knowing what you want as a result of that. So not taking in all the stuff from everyone else and from everywhere else. You know, if you feel like you need to stop watching the news for a while because it's just weighing on your mind too much, or, you know, you've got that family member or that friend that's constantly phoning you to moan and groan. I mean, we all have one of those. And, you know, sometimes we just need to put those boundaries in place to say, okay, I acknowledge that you're in pain. I acknowledge that you need help, but we've been here before and you're kind of draining my energy. So I'm going to just take a step back and use my own internal strength to protect me, to grow within me, to have my own thoughts. Excuse me one moment, I'm going to have to pause the video. Sorry about that, Gemini. I was just having to answer my door to the postman. And I didn't want you to get deafened by my dog barking there. So, as I was saying, the 9 of fire, you know, it's the internal strength. It's about being strong from within, that being very sure about your own desires. You can see here that she's looking very intensely at these 3 stars that are lit up, and there's all these little fire fairies coming around her here as well. And it's a, you know, it's a beautiful energy and a beautiful reminder to really protect yourself and support yourself here, you know. And it goes with everything else that we have here. It goes with that whole, like, just being very aware of where those boundaries need to be put into place, and knowing that what you want is important. What you desire is worth seeking. Okay? And then we have the Hierophant. Now this is one of the most beautiful, in fact, I think it is the most beautiful Hierophant card. And the Hierophant is the one who is the rule maker. Okay? It's to do with your spiritual side, to do with your spirituality here. So there is this reminder of connection. You know, we had that 3 of water where I said this may well be your spiritual team helping you and guiding you. And then we have the Hierophant, the reminder to connect with your higher self. You're leveling up, my beautiful Geminis. You are ascending to the next level. And in order to do that, in order to step into that spotlight and into that state of joy and celebration, then there is some reverence needed. There is that requirement to connect on a spiritual level with your higher self, with your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your source energy, whatever you believe in, you know, and sometimes even doing little rituals can help with this. The Hierophant here, you know, I love this one because she's got the sort of the altar here, and she's performing a ritual. And that's what the Hierophant does. You know, they are the person, they are the spiritual leader. And so you may even want to seek out a spiritual guide, a spiritual leader in some way, in order to really move yourself to that next level. But you can do this internally from your own perspective if you know how to do that. Okay? And then we end with the 4 of fire. And the 4 of fire, this is the card of celebration. This is the card of joy, of happiness. So we have the 4 of fire and the 6 of fire. All this celebration, all this excitement. And the 4 of fire can also represent marriage, weddings, celebrations of that description. But it is about you having a reason to party and let go and enjoy yourself, you know, and you're thinking, well, yeah, it's the holiday season, Nikki. Of course I'm going to have parties and celebrate, but not everybody does. So yeah, it's a joyous way to end the year, is what I'm saying. You know, 2021, you're going out with a bang. You're going out with that sense of joy and that sense of happiness and that passion and that life reignited. And that's the greatest way to end a year, because then you start the new year already elevated, already in that place of connectivity, in that place of higher consciousness, and in that place of joy and happiness. And so it is much easier to go into something already at that level than to try and climb when you're going from one year to another, you know, and you may have had a really tough year. You know, a lot of people have, but just know that you can end on a high. You can end with a beautiful celebratory energy, celebrating you, celebrating your achievements, celebrating your family, celebrating love, celebrating life. And it's a great way to go into the new year with that oomph behind you. So I'm loving that. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah, I want to work your light oracle for you, because I do get that sense of there being some kind of ascension going on here. So let's take a look at Work Your Light. These are, who are these by? Rebecca Campbell. And the artwork is Danielle Noel, who I adore. And I adore this. You get the yes card. Yes, just say yes. And I could not sum it up any better if I tried. Say yes to life, say yes to love, say yes to you, say yes to your inner desires, say yes to what you want, and just see where that takes you. You know, a lovely friend of mine the other day reminded me that we often say that no is a full sentence. So you can say no to people, and that's a full sentence. You don't need to give an excuse. But you can also say yes, and that's a full sentence. If you want to do something, say yes to it. Say yes to yourself. Gorgeous energy. Okay, let's take a healing with the fairies. Excuse me. Hold on. Okay. Nice. It's time for making some new friends. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Make some new friends. I love that. So, wisdom of the hidden realms. What else do my Geminis need to know? That one? That one. I love this card. It's because this is what I am. The Shadow Queen. Acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. So, acquiring knowledge will shine the light. Sorry, I'll show you the card. On your insecurities and on any manipulation that is going on around you. Remember that wherever there is shadow, there is light. Excuse me. And you need to have that balance of the light and the shade. And if you feel like you are in the shadows right now, shine that light on them and watch them disperse. You take their power away by shining the light. Okay? Let's take a magical mermaids and dolphins, and then we will close the reading. So, okay. So we have, and this goes very well with your celebration cards, we have playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestations. So if you want something, have fun. Have fun with it. Play, enjoy yourself, nurture that inner child. People that work with me get some work on inner child as well, and that's something that I always recommend to people that are struggling with lives that are maybe a little bit too mundane, and they're not having any joy, they're not having any fun. Inner child work is always great. Just nurture that inner child, play, have fun. And what better time to do that than in the holiday season? And just watch those miracles and your manifestations come into being. And then we have break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. That's gorgeous. gorgeous energy. And yes, exactly that. The more you open yourself up to life, the more you open yourself up to experiences, the more you say yes, then the more you grow. And this period of ascension for you is enhanced by you playing with that energy, playing with life, trying new things, and just really embracing who you are and what you want in its entirety, and just have fun. Okay, this is a month of fun for you. Go into 2022 with a big smile on your faces, Geminis, because you deserve it. Okay, so if you would like to work with me or get a reading with me, you can always drop me a message via my website. The link is in the description box below. But until next time, happy holidays, and please do remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your support is so very much appreciated. Have a blessed day. Namaste.